Ellen just tried to come back. She totally failed. I honestly don't have much sympathy for Ellen. She was a terrible boss, apparently. One of the people that worked under her, they themselves, you know what I'm saying? Another one tried to themselves, came back to work, then ended up getting fired. I don't think there was one singular person that thought to themselves, oh my gosh, Ellen, she hasn't been on the show in so long. I miss her so much. Not one singular person. But as always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all the love and support. And let's get into the video.
So it has been 1.5 years since Ellen released what she described as her very last stand-up special for your approval.
Woo! I ain't never seen that. I ain't watched that shit. Damn, I'm hating already, bro. I'm hating already. I didn't even mean, bro. I didn't come into this video wanting to hate already, bro. You know what I'm saying? But stand-up comedy, I never knew that Ellen did stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, was Ellen's big clapback to her detractors, haters, whatever you would like to call them, after she was outed for being yet another power-hungry tyrant in the entertainment industry. Basically, Ellen treated anyone around her who wasn't a celebrity like dirt underneath her shoes. And immediately in her last comedy special, she chose to play the victim in the funniest way possible.
Ellen Degeneres finds herself at the center of a storm of controversy.
Being accused of going too far, too gay.
Yes, Ellen really...
She thinks she got canceled because she was too gay? Brother, you got canceled because you're a terrible person.
He acted as if going too gay was ultimately the reason for her cancellation. You know, I'm sure it had nothing to do with the fact that she branded herself and earned hundreds of millions of dollars based on this nice person facade that she kept running for decades. The woman's catchphrase was literally, be kind to one another. She would say that literally every day at the conclusion of...
Why he kind of wearing her haircut though? Jamari, why you wearing her haircut though, bruh? He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose.
Of her show.
I always end each show by saying be kind to one another.
Breaking news tonight. Is the Queen of Nice really the Queen of Me?
And then it turns out there were dozens of accusations of her being a Karen witch, both professionally and when she was out in the general public.
Whoa. Whoa. She switched up quick, ain't it?
Out in the general.
Whoa. Bro, she stopped taking that baby blood, bro. She stopped taking that baby blood. Shit went real south for her ass quick. There's something out of Scary Movie. She pop up, nigga might hit her with a like, oh shit, bro, you scared the fuck out of me, bro. I didn't know you was Ellen DeGeneres. I'm gonna start calling you Ellen Degenerate.
General public.
Toxic, phony, hypocrite, liar. That's what she is. This environment, this toxic.
See, look at this lady. This lady probably older than Ellen. You know what I'm saying? But she don't look evil in the face, bro. She don't look evil. Me just guessing that she's older than Ellen is actually diabolical. I don't fucking know. But she don't look evil. That's the point I was making, bro. The point I was making is she don't look evil. Ellen look evil, bro. And that's her motherfucking problem.
The culture that she created in the office has been going on for 16 years.
In 2018, Dana DiMatteo flew from Chicago to Los Angeles and was delighted to be picked out of the audience to have some fun with Ellen. But then she says she was shocked when she was briefed on the comedy bit by the producers.
They tell you, you know, you can't be smarter, funnier than Ellen. She's the comedian and the star, not you.
She emailed the owner of the restaurant and complained about your chip nail polish.
What?
And I was like, what?
So essentially, Ellen was one of the first people to be genuinely canceled. And once she was outed for being a big meanie, her show's ratings went down the shitter. And even her other daytime show, Ellen's Game of Games, was canceled at that very same time in 2022. Essentially, everyone's gay grandma stopped being invited to the cookout. Like, no more carne asada for you, Ellen. As a matter of fact, I kinda think that you deserve to eat rabbit food for the rest of your life. You know what? Fuck the rabbit food, I'm giving you pig slop.
Did you feel like you were being canceled? I mean, I really didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. It was too orchestrated. It was too coordinated. And, you know, people get picked on, but for 4 months straight for me, and then for, you know, for me to read in the press about a toxic work environment when all I've ever heard from every guest that comes on the show is what a happy atmosphere this is and what a happy place it is.
But yes, this whole ordeal was a pretty jarring series.
Yes, you heard it from the guests, because if you have a toxic work environment, obviously the workers are going to be the nicest to the guests. And the guests didn't do nothing to them. You did. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody is orchestrating all this to get you canceled, you know who it is and you know why, but you don't want to tell us. And if you don't want to tell us, nigga, take that shit on the chin. You know what I'm saying?
Series of events. As during the mid-2010s, Ellen was really considered one of the least problematic people in show business. She was out here winning humanitarian awards, making buku money, and she was essentially the fun grandma of daytime television, dancing around in Target, playing with kids. But then one by one, people came forward, the walls came down, and her entire world kind of collapsed.
Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business. Yeah, because I'm mean. No mean people in show business.
As really did the facade of the entire entertainment industry in general. I mean, now especially with all of the Epstein stuff, Hollywood as well as many of the elites of the world are really more under fire than ever before, as it's like this huge spotlight has now been shined on some of the biggest public figures on the planet. But we will get back to that idea in regards to Ellen here in a minute. Either way, it was so funny to me how disgraceful it was for her to use her final breath to try and save face this way, acting as though she was being unfairly kicked out of the entertainment industry for being too blunt, pulling both the gay and the woman card.
For those of you keeping score, this is the second time I've been kicked out of show business. Can't be gay and be in show business. Mean, old, and gay, the triple crown. I have OCD and ADD. I'm honest, I'm generous, I'm sensitive and thoughtful, but I'm tough, and I'm impatient, and I'm demanding, I'm direct. I'm a strong woman.
The essence of the special really was totally a lie.
So overall, the entire special was a steaming pile of dog crap, and it did not make the splash that Grandma thought that it would.
Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be like funny. I'm gay. That's the joke. That was your joke. That's the fucking the punchline of all of your jokes. Can't be gay in show business. Wait for the laugh. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, young man. Do better. Do better, young man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't be gay and go show business. Trust me, nobody cared that you were gay, bro. Not a singular person cared that you was gay. Nobody's trying to crack. No one's trying to crack. So no one cares, because no one's trying to crack. I digress.
As she really came off as entitled, arrogant, deeply out of touch, and completely unapologetic. And both critics and fans alike were left disappointed. And then to make matters even worse, it's really no secret that she had this very public relationship with Diddy for years, who has congruently lost public favor at a rapid pace due to being exposed for his not-so-private life. And his expose coincidentally actually happened right around the time that Ellen's special came out. You know, they really killed those two birds with one stone.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes.
Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that?
And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel. You know?
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. Did it? No, I mean, the after party.
No, I know about them.
Thanks to my friend Diddy. You are always the life of the party. Apparently, I have a history of not knowing which parties I've been invited to, Diddy. Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I like to call him, Cuddle McSnugglestuff. No, you don't need to know why. This group of kids had a dream to dance with Diddy. Today, that dream came true.
You're gonna be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I really do think that it's no coincidence that she was so close to Diddy for all of these years, who ended up being an absolute freaked out psychopath who would do absolutely anything to gain power and influence. Like the guy was doing really bad shit for decades. And to me, anyone who had a seemingly close relationship to him like Ellen did for all these years, while she was also so deeply ingrained in Hollywood in general, had to know that some suspect shit was going on in the background. Because you have to understand that these things were allegedly talked about in entertainment circles for decades. But still, Ellen platformed him almost every single year of her show. She paraded him around kids, and even described him as her favorite guest of all time. Look, all I'm saying is you don't earn a nickname like Cuddle McSnugglestuff by merely having a working relationship with someone. And when Ellen was questioned,
nah, bruh, she wasn't in the Diddy parties, bruh. I don't think that shit is part of like she was not in the Diddy parties, bruh. She was not there, because why would you want Ellen to be at your Diddy party, bro? Not to say, like, I wouldn't go to a Diddy party, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if I were... I wouldn't go, bruh. Listen to me, bruh. But... But if I were to go... Fuck, bro. I wouldn't want her there, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If I was at a Diddy party, I wouldn't want her there at a Diddy party, bro. Fuck, I don't even know how other way to say it, bro. I'm about to turn off this computer, restart this whole video. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? You over there, you trying to get your freak on consensually. And you just see Ellen Degeneres over there in the corner. Like,
Daddy, chill.
I don't know why I have that button. I just added that button today. I needed to use it, bro. Chill.
Daddy, chill.
What the fuck?
about her connection to Diddy when the files kind of started to come out, she had absolutely nothing to say.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times. Have you been to his parties?
Not only that, but once the hammer really started to come down upon Diddy's head,
pause.
Ellen coincidentally moved right out of the country right around the time that his home was getting raided by the feds. And eventually all of the things that Diddy was doing in the dark would come to light, as we all learned that Sean Combs was a prolific abuser of multiple people.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent. And he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
So in November of 2024, when she and her wife moved to Southwest England, many people saw this as her attempting to distance herself from the downfall of...
Bro, double chop shit. Double evil looking shorties. Like, what the fuck be going on in that house, bro? That shit scary as fuck in there, bro. Shit like a fucking Paranormal Activity movie, brother. With these two bitches, you wake up, these two bitches walking around, bro. Hell no. Hell no.
Of her good friend. In other words, the spot got too hot and Ellen had to bounce. Although she herself claimed that she left because Trump would be taking office, and she simply could not live in a country being governed by his regime.
A beautiful woman up there. That's your mother, isn't it, huh?
Yeah, look at her.
Hello.
Yeah, she's available if you're interested. I'd like to offer her.
So she went over to England and purchased a $20 million ranch, and then a couple of months after that, another $30 million mansion. She spoke about this publicly during a private event held at a theater over there.
Yeah,
we got here to England the day before the election, and we woke up to lots of texts from our friends and crying emojis. We were like, we're staying here. We're not going back. We're not leaving. So we bought a house that we thought was going to be a part-time house. Then we decided we needed a different
30 million part-time house type shit. Easy type shit, bro. It's a part-time house, not a real-time house, just in case we need to skedaddle. Just in case we need to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Got a part-time house for the real-time house. You know what I'm saying? 30 mil for the part-time, 35, 40 mil for the real-time house. Because why the fuck not? Both in England. We ball. $30 million part-time houses. Crazy. You got too much money. You got too much fucking money. Let me come take it from you. Let me have some. Donate more. How much does she donate a year? I need to know. Whatever it is, she need to donate more. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Different house, and now we're selling that house. And strangely enough, after only living in England for 1 calendar year, the couple has reportedly moved back to America. And the whole thing seemed extremely suspicious and performative to me. For one, because of everything happening with Cuddle McSnuggle stuff.
Sheesh.
And for two, because Ellen is a massive hypocrite. She said during the same live appearance at the Everyman Theater that she specifically was leaving because of the Trump regime, and the fact that the LGBT community would now be under attack, claiming that she took issue with same-sex marriage potentially being unprotected once again under federal law.
There are people in America and Republicans who are...
Is she married though? If you ain't married a bit, like, when you gonna marry the bit? Like, you not already married? You know what I'm saying? And then you just gonna leave all your gay brethren to deal with all the regime change on their own? It's fucked up. It's fucked up, Ellen. It's fucked up. You said, hey, I'm about to go hide out over here because y'all fucked up over there. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Quite like to undo the right for gay people to get married. I mean, that's back on the table as a debate, I think,
absolutely.
isn't it?
The Baptist Church in America is trying to reverse gay marriage. They're trying to, at the very least, stop it from happening in the future and possibly reverse it. And Portia and I are already looking into it, and if they do that, we're going to get married here.
Which would be totally fair until you consider the idea that Ellen is very good friends with former President George Bush, who during his time in office was opposed to gay marriage himself.
It's none of my business what somebody's. Now, when somebody makes it my business, like on gay marriage, I'm going to stand up and say I don't support gay marriage. In my state of Texas, if we tried to have gay marriage, I would campaign against it.
It's also hilarious to me that she said, oh, everything in England is so much better, that apparently the people were so much nicer and life was so much simpler. But now only 1 year later, after spending all of this money and taking a strong political stance, she is crawling back on her hands and knees to America. And so her so-called activism comes off as extremely performative every time, as for one, she obviously has these funds to spend tens of millions of dollars in the matter of only a couple of years to essentially run away from her perceived issues, while she simultaneously acts as though she's some sort of political refugee. And secondly, I really do think that she moved across the pond simply to flip these mansions. Like I said, she lived in the first one for only 1 month, while also simultaneously hiring and managing a 70-person project to renovate the home in 10 weeks, before listing it for $10 million more than she had paid. While all along, Ellen had the goal to act like she was living that farmer life, when she was clearly not cut out for this shit at all.
Hello, sheep. You're not supposed to be in here.
Sheep will be fun.
Good job, baby.
They about to be stranded in that bit.
You can do it, baby.
We're going in a circle. Much admiration for rowers.
And because Ellen did technically live there, even though it was for such a short amount of time, literally 1 month, she could claim it was her primary residence, saving her up to 24% in capital gains tax when she decided to sell the house, which in this case was over $2.4 million. Are y'all starting to get the picture I'm painting? And you have to also keep in mind that she has flipped over 50 mansions in the last 20 years, owning 24 houses in Southern California alone. And even in regards to her flipping this first house and buying this other mansion, she was completely disingenuous about that as well, trying to claim that they simply had to move because there was not proper room for her horses on the first property, which is something I think you would consider when you're shelling out $20 million. You know, in reality, I think the little weird...
And when you're shelling out $20 million, like he said, you could just build like more shit for the horses. And where the fuck are the horses now that you moved back to America? Did you bring the horses back? Did you bring the horses here? Because I don't know if you had them while you were here. Did you sell the horses? Did you move because you needed space for your horses, then moved over here without your horses? Make it make sense.
Hazel had the quick flip plan all along, and then she just also wanted the social brownie points to boot. And that's not to even mention the fact that she pissed off a bunch of locals there, including the local government, because she did not get the proper permission to do this quick flip of hers. And then the biggest issue she ran into is that she might have disturbed ancient Roman remains. And then also the fact that she put this massive wire fence around the property that people feared would create serious flooding issues for the rest of the village that she was living in. And funny enough, months after this renovation, while this farmhouse was still sitting on the market, a flood did actually hit the area and completely surrounded the estate she was trying to flip with polluted water.
So, Montecito is under complete evacuation, the entire town. This is crazy. This creek next to our house never flows, ever. It's probably about 9 feet up, and it's going to go another 2 feet up. We have horses ready to evacuate. We need to be nicer to Mother Nature. Because Mother Nature is not happy with us.
And if that is not beautiful karma by nature, I do not know what is.
I don't know why she over there. She acting like she got like enough strength in her body that if she falls and slips into that bitch, that she gonna make it out. Cause she not. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the end. So she needs to back the fuck up away from that shit, trying to record it and shit, trying to be all extra, trying to be all humanitarian. You don't care about the earth, bitch. You got $500 million. You don't care about the earth. I don't care what you say. You got $500 million and you flipped the crib to make a little 10. For what? For what? All that damn money you got. I don't even think she got no kids. Like, what are you about to do with this? Like, what is the purpose of all this? You can't even pass it down onto your kids. At least, like, adopt some kids and you know what I'm saying? Something. This money just gonna go into the ether. The bank is just gonna be like, this is ours. This is ours. That's it. We got it. Like, what the fuck we got going?
Now, to go back to the comments that I made earlier, there have been a lot of unfounded rumors circulating online in regards to Ellen and the islands. But so far, she has not been listed explicitly at all in the files that have been released. Although Aaron Rodgers did go on to Joe Rogan and had this to say about her show.
Oh, well, you know where that is too, right? It's a similar image to that, right?
No.
I know Jamie does.
What is it?
It's on the set of a famous talk show that's now not on anymore.
Oh, Ellen? Was that Ellen?
Yeah.
Really?
Just look at the temple and then look at the...
Let me see Ellen's background. What? Oh, similar. That looks like a building, though.
It just goes to show that when someone muddies their reputation the way...
Yeah, I don't think Ellen was at the Diddy parties. I don't think she was I don't think she was getting freaked out with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And I also don't think she was at the Epstein Island. I don't know what she would gain from going to the Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was demons, but however, Ellen, she do look like like a demon, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, she probably did need that motherfucking that baby blood, bro. What do they call it? Adrenochrome or some shit. I don't fucking know, man.
She did. I feel like all kinds of allegations will gain traction. I do want to point out here that Ellen has never faced any sort of criminal charges in relation to the likes of Diddy or Epstein for that matter. But to me, she really does seem like the type of person to look the other way to continue to gain power and relevance. As there were many such cases of her allegedly doing this with her very own show in regards to the higher-ups seemingly doing whatever the they wanted to the peasants who worked for them. I don't know, it's just crazy how quickly Ellen really fell out of public favor. You know, everyone really turned on her after seeing through this 3-decade facade. Like, if you go look at the comments on any of her public posts on literally any platform, there was some really dark shit going on there. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this Ellen update down below. Do you think she was fleeing the country to not be burned by that Diddy fire? Is there possibly some other things that will come out about Ellen in the future? Y'all let me know down below, but either way I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys...
Hey man, shout out to my dog Jamari for this video. Yeah bro, I don't know what the fuck Ellen got going on. It didn't really sound like she was trying to make a comeback. It sounded like she moved back, but yeah, nobody's waiting for that shit. You know, nobody wants that shit to happen. You know, just take your half of fucking $1 billion, right, and just go fuck off somewhere. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anybody that wants Ellen DeGeneres return. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you.